as you can see, I am back with another video. And in today's video, as you can see, I am doing a Sacramento Kings rebuild in 2K. It's came to my attention recently that I have never done, at least for my channel, a Sacramento Kings rebuild, which is kind of cool, because this is the first one, and we're going to see if we can, I guess, help push this team in the right direction. Now, obviously, with having De'Aaron Fox on the squad, they already have a very nice piece to their very long and big puzzle, but with a lot of other sort of, loose ends they need to get rid of. Taking a look at their contracts right now, Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes take up a large amount of cap space on their team. Corey Joseph makes 12 mil. It's a very big bag. In a bag we do not need on this team, so in this video we're going to be seeing how we can sort of restructure this team. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you comment down below maybe some other teams you'd like to see me do a rebuild, or maybe even just a retooling. So, with some trades going on right now, I'm showing you this random one that I did. Our good friend Rudy Gay, who I feel like I get in almost every one of my videos, is welcomed to the squad, trading away that humongous contract of Harrison Barnes. Plus, it kind of makes sense, it's kind of realistic, because obviously the Spurs are in the playoff hunt right now. You know, it's kind of a win-win for both of us, our situations. But taking a look at some other trade, I forgot to show you guys, is me trading away Buddy Hield. I think I forgot to hit record when I did it, but I traded away, I think, Buddy Hield and a first for Miles Turner, which is really cool to see. I feel like having a center who doesn't need the ball in his hand a lot, but can also be very effective on the defensive end, could be very crucial to the squad. So, looking pretty good. Oh, and he also came with Dougie McBuckets himself. So, speaking of March Madness, we get Doug McDermott. That's pretty dope. But yeah, that's literally pretty much the only things I really did. I also obviously traded away Hassan Whiteside. We have too many bigs, so I decided to get some scoring off the bench and traded for Malik Monk. Obviously, in real life, very realistic trade. The Hornets, we all know, are a great scoring team. They need a center. Hey, we'll give you guys a center. So, now, completed team. I really like everyone on the team so far. Obviously, I'm going to be keeping De'Aaron this entire video. I'm going to see what I can get from maybe Marvin Bagley later on, but I really like his potential on this team. He can be a good player, but in real life, Sacramento is messing up so bad for what they're doing to this man. And the bench looks good. I think this is definitely a playoff contending team, which is what I want Sacramento to be. I do not want another tanking season of Sacramento. We need these guys in the playoffs. They need, they are a good enough, talented enough team to, not always be tanking. I think they need a good, playoff push to maybe help develop the squad, especially a player like De'Aaron Fox. I think having that playoff experience will help push him to another level, which we really need to see. As you can see, Luke Walton sucks as a head coach. We'll see what happens to him if our season goes pretty bad, but I really like our squad so far this year. Let's take a look at what our first of three seasons brings us. And at the end of season number 1, Joel Embiid, MVP, looking like it could be that in real life as well. Christian Wood, most improved, and Ty Lue for head coach of the year. I'm assuming the Clippers did really well. We do not get anyone in the all NBA teams this year, but as you can see, we did really good. I have no idea how that happened. We are the 3rd seed though, which is nice. It's weird that a lot of bad teams are really good in 2K, and a lot of really good teams in 2K, like obviously like the Jazz and Portland and players and teams like that, never do good in 2K. But taking a look at our player averages, De'Aaron Fox played really good this year, and I'm very proud of him. If he can just play like that every single season, I think we will have a very successful time here. Malik Monk, really good. Everybody played really good. I think Tyrese Halliburton had a little bit of an underseason, but hey, this is his rookie year in 2K, so I mean, I can't really be that mad at him. Look how great his overall is. We could and do it better for us. us later on as well. But we're actually taking on the Portland Trailblazers right now. And like I said, I'm not expecting us to really do anything in the playoffs. I mean, obviously the regular season is a regular season, and it is also 2K. So we are up 2-0 on Portland, though. We are looking very good. Denver is also an 8 seed, which is also terrifying. Like, this is just a really wonky year for the playoffs. But yeah, we get swept. We get reverse swept. 4-0 streak. The Blazers crushed us after us being up 2-0, which is pretty funny, not gonna lie. But what also is also very disappointing is that I traded our first round pick because I saw how good we were doing this year for the Warriors first round pick, because they're usually pretty bad in the 2K sim engine. But this year they decided to be good. So our pick this year is going to be absolutely nothing. But anyways, let's see how this year sort of turns out for the rest of the NBA. The Pelicans are just a absolute powerhouse team in 2K. It's absolutely poo-poo. But we have a Laker and Celtic NBA Finals, and wow. If you don't know, the Celtics are currently in the 8th seed right now in real life. For the Celtics, this would be a very, 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 very nice gift for the very, I'm sure, headache of a season you Celtic fans are having. Taking a look at the draft odds, we have, wow, the Wizards getting the first overall pick. I'm assuming getting Cade Cunningham would be really good for that team. Getting a nice, fresh, new age type of point guard. That'd be really cool to see. Playing alongside Bradley Beal, that'd be really dope. But as you can see, yeah, we getting rid of Luke Walton. No offense, I just don't think a head coaching job is good for him. I think he's a really good assistant coach, but the head guy, I am not entirely sure if I can put my trust in him. So we actually got a new coach. You will see later on who I got. But taking a look at the NBA draft, as you can see, we do have a Warriors pick here at pick 18, but I do want to get it up higher because, as you guys know, in 2K, this draft is stacked with great 75 plus overall rookies, which, if you don't know, rookie contracts are super cheap, and these guys are full of potential. You can get some rookies up to almost 80 plus overalls after their first year, so it's kind of a cheese thing, kind of a nice thing to have. So just trying to see what I can find with these picks and trades here, but I do end up finding, well, I guess not finding, making this pick for, I think it is the Phoenix Suns pick. I think I just have a sort of package I wanted to ship out to a bunch of different teams. I just sort of just going in order from like 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, 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 blah. And I ended up finding, let's see, you'll see it. There it is. Ta-da! Right. Does this work? Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe not that one. Which one is it then? Oh, it's the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, Phoenix. So we get a nice pick there. And the rookies, I guess I should say, that are available. We have Scotty Barnes, not a bad defensive pickup for a power forward. Zaire Williams, Greg Brown, Kim Johnson, a lot of more, at least names that I know now. Now that March Madness is around, I'm starting to follow a bit more of the college names and players. Not really sure who I should be going with, but there's a lot of really good forwards, and we could always use a backup forward, at least in my opinion. Scotty Brown, as you can see, Barnes, sorry, is a pretty good defensive-minded forward who plays power forward, which I don't really want. A shorter end power forward who can't really rebound or really shoot the three. So I'm thinking Zaire Williams might be the best pickup for us. Just a scoring wing off the bench could improve our scoring with a little bit more. I think our scoring ability was a little poor last season. Probably why we got outgunned by Portland in the first round, I'm assuming. So I think getting extra depth in that sort of department would be really nice. Taking a look at all the other players drafted ahead of us, we're all about 75, 76 overall, so I'm not too upset that that happened. Definitely not. So, definitely not accepting Corey Joseph's humongous contract. Did the Kings offer him that contract? If you're a Kings fan, let me know. That must be not that guess you could say. It's just whatever Kawhi picks, and then after that, it's a lot of really, good, solid players, but no one like a generational championship-winning team talent. So, no, I'm not going to be going after Kawhi, even though I probably could, and make this video very easy. But I like to sort of play my options, play a little bit more for the long game, see how well I can develop this team. But as you can see, $42 million in cap, but our team isn't filled out at all. I think we might have maybe 4 players here that we can play, maybe 5 if you count the new rookie we just drafted. So rounding out the rest of the team, voila. Your boy ASMballeR's put together a nice squad with Evan Fournier joining the squad as our starting small forward. I really like that pickup. Again, adding more offensive capability. Another really good ball handler. I see Tyrese Halliburton being a better, combo, facilitator / defending guard. I think adding just a nice shooter to the team will help us out a lot, creating floor space for obviously De'Aaron Fox. Then I also signed Alex Caruso, William Gomez, Sterling Brown, who is apparently a 3-point sniper. Look at his 3-point percentage. So very, 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 very spicy, at least in my opinion. Oh, and Keem Birch. I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but Birch. I think he plays for Orlando this year and is actually doing pretty well. So, yeah, I really like the team. And as you can see, Kenny Atkinson is our head coach. Looking pretty good. I really like the job he did for the early Brooklyn Nets, and sort of help developing that team with D'Angelo Spencer Dinwiddie, that whole entire playoff run team. I really like him as a head coach then. Hopefully he can sort of bring that sort of vibe and magic to our team, the Sacramento Kings. So after year number 2, obviously Cade Cunningham Rookie of the Year. That would probably happen in real life as well. Kobe White 6th Man of the Year. I wonder if they have a starting point guard. I really wouldn't know. I don't know. They must have signed someone apparently. Still no one on the All-NBA team. That's pretty sad, not gonna lie. But we are now the 2 seed. So hey, went from the 3 seed to the 2 seed, going up against a actually pretty favorable matchup against the Phoenix Suns. But we still have the defending champs, the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers, both trying to retake their crowns as the defending conference champions. And as you can see, for some stupid reason, the Phoenix Suns in 2K love to trade away Devin Booker, at least for me. I don't know if that's for everyone else's 2Ks, but Devin Booker loves to leave the Phoenix Suns, so I feel very confident in our team that we can win this. But our guys are looking really good this year. I don't know why Miles Turner is being such a baby for my team. He's not having a good time. I don't know why he wants to be such like a ball-dominant scorer when he's just literally a defensive big. I feel like 2K needs to somehow fix that. In 2K, a lot of big men, as you guys have seen, like Gafford, Turner, Mitchell Robinson, like those guys, like they're such babies in this game if they don't score enough points. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, first 2 games we are doing absolutely terrible. I started getting a little scared because this is a second-year team. I do not want this team to lose. I care a lot more this year than I did last year. So I made a coaching game plan, voila, and we'll see how well that turns out for us. And it turns out to be very good for us. Thank God I did that. The coaching game plans, just tightening up the rotation, making our starters play longer, better defensive, matchups, things like that. As you can see, I did make one. It definitely helps out a lot in playoffs. So if you guys are ever struggling in 2K, my league stuff, make sure you make a coaching game plan in the playoffs. It helps out a lot. I don't sometimes just because A, I feel like it's sort of cheese, and B, it takes a lot of time to sort of get the right things down, so I usually just skip around it. But now we're going up against the Denver Nuggets, which is a team that I would very, very, very much hate to play in real life if we were actually Sacramento. And just like that, please. Oh my God, no. Oh no. Game 7, Sacramento versus Denver. I heavily favor Denver in real life, but hey, this is 2K. Hopefully we can get the upset even though we have the higher seed. Oh. You know what? I'm not upset doesn't matter because, yes, Boston Celtics fans, dance and sing because you guys are now the back-to-back NBA champions, 2021, 2022 NBA champions. Super crazy. This was sort of weird, a rule change that gave everyone in the NBA $5 extra million, which, hey, I'm going to take. So I approved it. I don't know why. I forgot to turn off the sort of rule change section of the offseason, so that's kind of a nice gimme, I guess, for forgetting to take it off. But going into year 3, our final year, we get our last chance. And with this, guys, maybe last chance of being great, a 33-year-old Jimmy Butler signs a 1-year deal with the Sacramento Kings to help mentor, guide, and lead us, hopefully, to an NBA Finals just how he did with the Miami Heat, technically 3 years prior to this year. So, Williams had a very, 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 very good jump in development, so I'm going to be playing him a lot more this year. Better scoring wing, and we just have everyone else still on the team. We have defense with Williams and Caruso. We have a nice 6'9", perfect-sized big in Birch, and William Gomez being a stretch big, at least in my opinion. But I really like our starting five. Look at that starting five. We don't have a lot of three-point shooting, but I'm hoping Tyrese Halliburton can be a better scorer this year, being 3 years, technically 2 years in the league, can hopefully help develop a little bit more of an offensive game now, having Jimmy Butler as his dual partner, getting a lot more shots now that it's not Fournier, but Jimmy. So, this is going to be hopefully very, 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 very favorable to us, but I guess we'll just have to find out. I'm going to be showing you guys the rest of the simulation because I realized I definitely needed to do a little bit of a longer video, so I hope you guys are still watching this video. We're about 20 minutes in, are doing really, 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 really well. According to my statistics, only, on average, the average viewer of mine watches about 10 minutes of my 30-plus minute videos. So if you are, part of the, I guess, lesser percentage, I very much do appreciate you if you're still watching this video. I do not ever pick favorites. But you still watching this video are my favorite. Thank you so much. Now this trade really shocked me, and if I was doing more of a fantasy style rebuild, I would 10,000,000% take this trade. But as you can see, we are the 1 seed. As our team is currently, developed together, I'll just keep the team chemistry together and just decline the trade. But if I was just messing around doing this myself, not on camera, I would 1,000% take that trade. I feel like that is a very, 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 very favorable trade, at least in my opinion, especially in 2K. Like I said, the bigs in 2K, like Gafford, as you guys have seen in past videos, I get him. He is always such a little baby about everything and ends up hating me, so it kind of sucks. But if there's a way to get around that, you guys should definitely let me know if I can turn off like emotions. Well, I guess you can, but that's no fun in life. I love having the team chemistry stat and fatigue stats, things like that, because that's a real thing. Like players sticking together for longer periods of time usually play better together. That's just like a real thing. Look at the Clippers last year in the playoffs. So that's sort of my thing. I always like to have on. But taking a look at our little awards, we have Devontae Graham as 6th Man of the Year, averaging a big time 20 plus, but we don't even get Coach of the Year, which is kind of confusing. But Joel Embiid wins, I think, another MVP. I think he won MVP the first year we were doing it. But as you can see, we have our boy De'Aaron also got Evan Mobley on the squad somehow. So you have the stars are shining almost very brightly for Charlotte with LaMelo and now Evan Mobley. Those are two really good young players. But going into this playoff series against the LA Clippers, we take up 2-0, but they come back storming, winning 2 games in a row. Now, the LA Clippers are a title contending team for sure, even still this late in the game. So, I end up making, yes, another coach setting. This is my final year. I gotta take it as serious as I can. And we end up beating them. Thank God for that. We actually have a very great defensive game. For some reason, they only score 60 points, it looks like. And then, again, we beat them again. Very nice. I think that will definitely help us out a lot. Just again, locking down the defense, tightening up the rotation, playing Jimmy Butler more minutes, because obviously Jimmy Butler would guard Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi, Jimmy Butler playing against each other, they sort of cancel each other out, which is nice. Now going against the Devin Booker-less Phoenix Suns team, again, heavily favor our side of the bracket, not having to go up against Memphis or Denver. But over in the East, as you can see, the Celtics aren't even in the playoffs. We have this Orlando Magic team with a random squad of players, if you ask me, and the 76ers. But yeah, the Celtics, who are back-to-back NBA champions, aren't even in the playoffs this year. That's super crazy. Taking on the Denver Nuggets team, who beat us, I think, last year, end up beating them in the Western Conference Finals. And look at this. We don't even have to go up against Cade Cunningham and Bradley Beal backcourt, because the crazy Orlando Magic squad ended up beating this team. But hey, if you look at Orlando, they have Vucevic, John Collins, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac. Like, not any superstar names, but wow, that team is very well put together, at least in my opinion. But we have Jimmy, we have De'Aaron. That's sort of our 1-2 punch. And we're looking pretty good. It was 1-1. 2-2. Oh god. It's the final season. 3-2. Come on. Hey, yo. We take the NBA championship in 2023. Yeah. And the crowd goes wild. Applause. Jimmy Butler, in his probably his final year in the NBA, wins Finals MVP, 91 overall, played really good for us, probably great defense as well. I mean, in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler almost having a triple-double. That's good enough for me for sure. Shooting pretty well, actually. Well, actually shooting pretty bad. I don't know how he's the Finals MVP, because, man, I feel bad for De'Aaron. De'Aaron was on the team the whole time, but hey, that's totally fine. So, I really like how this rebuild went. Sure, did signing Jimmy Butler sort of, put the cherry on top for us? I think yes, but that was honestly a lot of fun. I kind of want to do longer rebuilds, so give a like on the video and comment down below if you want me to do longer ones. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I think we're at 6K now, or almost there, so thank you for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys again in my next